Hello everybody, this is my vacuum room tour. Still in progress a little bit. I have a bed in it. Anyway, first is the Electrolux Discovery 2. It was $10 and that was full price. I got really excited because these vacuums are really expensive. I turned it on to make sure it worked, and it sounded like it worked, but then the bearings, well, yeah, it needs bearings for the brush roll. Not a big deal, but obviously I'm not going to use it with bad bearings, so there's that. The Miele, it worked just fine until I kept on using the same bag over and over. Now the bearings are kind of toast. Sad story. The Riccar, that's the one that was my grandma's, and it still works perfectly fine. Just needs a Hoover belt, which I do have, and then it would be even better. That Kenmore, that one was my grandma's too. And yeah, so we're at number 4. Number 5 is another Kenmore. Can I turn on the brush roll is a little bit different than that one. Anyway, it's a Kenmore with a HEPA filter. I'm going to sell it to my brother. That's another Riccar. I bought it for the brush roll for that one. Sharp Twin Energy. Really good machine. Basically the same as a Riccar. 9 amp, 1000 watt. Yeah. Made plenty of videos on it. Simplicity. Made plenty of videos on that one too. Yeah. Basically the same as the Sharp or the Riccar. The Royal. I had ordered a belt for it, and come to find out, either it's a piece of crap cheap belt, which that's what it looks like, or they sent me the wrong one. That's what it seems like. They sent me the one I ordered online on eBay. It was just a cheap belt because I put a Kirby one on it, and it had lots of power, and I put it in the pile and turned it down. It just dug in, it sucked up everything I threw at it. But then I sucked up a piece of bark, about that big, and I'm like, oh shit. So then I took it apart, got the bark out, well, like a big chunk of wood, and then I was gonna, well, while I'm at it, might as well put the Royal belt on it, and to my disappointment, it was already stretched out. Like I adjusted it down for the carpet to vacuum downstairs, and it was already slipping. I'm like, what a waste of money. I waited like 3 weeks to get it, and then once I finally got it, put it on, and it's as good as the one it came with it. What a bunch of shit. Okay, so there's the, by the way, I got that for a whole $1, and the bag it's in it was 69 cents, so can't go wrong there. The bulb used to work, but then it went out. There's the Intuition Kenmore Direct Drive. It's a really good machine. I vacuumed to church with it last week, and as you can hear, it's not the lightest machine, but it does make your carpet sparkle. I mean, it is a super machine. But if I got the right belt, like I just put a Kirby belt on it, I guess it's not really good on the bearings, but I'd rather have a belt that's tight enough and actually does its job than one that's loose and barely does anything. But yeah, this thing is so light, I mean, you cannot get tired of using this thing all day. Well, okay, so the wheels need some lube. Shit. Then there's this one. Made a video on this one, but I didn't make a video actually using it, so I need to do another video demonstrating it. This is the Kenmore Progressive Direct Drive IntelliClean. Kind of a gimmicky thing. It's supposed to like light up and tell you dirt clean. That one, it works most of the time. This one, you can set it for IntelliClean, and it will like demand more power demand power if you need it, and then if it senses it's a cleaner patch, then it turns itself down. Really interesting. The brush roll is even bigger, as you can see. And this one, it's about, well, there's my fingers that big. And on this one, it is that big. It is huge. And it just tears up, well, does a good job vibrating the carpet. But the axle is bent, or the bearings are a little worn. So, oh wow, actually that one feels like it's easier to push. Maybe just need lube, because I remember lubing it. Wow. Shoot. I don't feel bad at all. This one needs lubed again. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Here's my Hoover Decade 80. One of my older vacuums from my collection. Actually, my oldest vacuum in my collection that actually works is probably this one. I don't remember when I got it. I've had it for quite a while. But going back to the Hoover, I got this at a Teen Challenge for, I think, $8, probably $7.99. Oh, I love this thing. These Hoover Decade 80s, or any older Hoover for that matter, is getting harder and harder to find. Like, I can find these Eurekas all day long. Well, kind of. Especially a newer one like this. But an older one like this, well, kind of fairly common. But one like this, like a Decade 80, I saw one. Okay, there's one in, I saw one in Bend. Actually, it's two different on Facebook Marketplace right now. There's two different like this. But compared to the Eurekas outnumber it for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, I love these. I could have showed the brush roll for each and every one, but I'm not. That's for a different video. Basically, sounds good. Lightweight, kind of. You turn it on, and then if you need more power, you push it down, and you get a surge power. That's why it is called the Power Surge. Because it's like, hold it down for like an extra turbo boost and more power. I didn't even know that for the longest time until I watched a video of somebody using it, and they demonstrated the Power Surge. I had no idea. And it displays your pile selection right here. The light works. It's really easy to access the belt. Just two tabs, just like with Eureka. Anyway. Yeah, there's the Eureka. I got this at, let's see. I believe I got this at Goodwill for, what was it? $5. I can't remember. I made a video on it. But yeah, the only thing wrong with this one is the power switch stays on because the switch got jammed. Things like that happen all of a sudden. You use it like normal, hit the button, and it turned on and would not turn off. So I just gotta plug it in, and to kill it, just unplug it. Then this one I got, as I said, years and years and years ago. Probably at least 15 years, you know, a long time. A lot of my other vacuums just got left out, and I didn't really care about them, and I think it went from one shed to like a barn to a barn, and then the moisture got to them, and then just got basically tossed out. And they're still around, but they just haven't been thrown away. They're just out. But this one's kind of works. It turns on and makes a whirring noise, but the what do you call it? The bearings are kind of shot, meaning if you vacuum for a little while, I mean, you could agitate the carpet and suck up a little bit, but it just doesn't really suck much anymore. I made a video of it before. This one sucks pretty good. It self-propelled, it goes forward. the reverse doesn't pull. You have to pull it yourself. This was free. I drove like 45 miles to get it because I'm kind of bored. So anyway, I didn't have a Eureka. It was self-propelled, so I figured, what the hell? And so when I was down in Eugene, I went to a bunch of like other thrift stores, and it was almost a wasted trip because when I went to the thrift stores, I think I found like a vacuum bag, a belt. Not much of it. I didn't find much of anything like going to the thrift stores, but that's when I got that Royal over there for $1. That made my trip worth it. Yeah, and it was $15 in gas. No, it was $10 in gas. That's right. For all the driving I did, like 100 miles, it took me $10 in gas, and then $15 to bring it back to where it was, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Anyway, it's late. I just want to finish this video of my my hoard. The Eureka Victory. This is the one I picked up right after I got this one, I think. Shoot, I don't remember. They're all mishmashing together. But this one, I got the Ghetto Goodwill for $1. I do remember that. All it needed was a belt and a bag. And these, you know, they don't seem like much, but they take a beating. Because they have a bypass closed system. What do you call it? Not direct fan. You know, it doesn't go through a fan. It goes through the hose. Yeah, it creates a suction to go through the hose. And yeah, it sucks pretty good. I have a video demonstrating that one. Then I have, well, before that one, once upon a time, I got this one for $3.50 because everything at the thrift store was half price. So I got that for $3.50. That's the same day I got that Kenmore. It was priced at $4 and I got it for... No, it was priced at $8 and I got it for $4. This one's a direct air fan. It has a fan in there and it blows the air directly up into the bag. This one's a screamer. This one's loud. I mean, it does work, but that one works way better than this one. I don't know if it's because this one had a harder life or what, but I'm thinking the design with this one's better design than this one. Then we got my grandpa's here. He bought this a while back when it came out. And it works really good. But it's heavy. It is one of my heaviest vacuums I got. I believe it's 21.5 pounds. And if you think that's just, you know, light to you, great. Have yourself a heavy vacuum. It is extra wide. There's my foot. And yeah, it's wide. Compared to, well, I guess it's no wider than this one. Anyway. So yeah, pretty wide. Has this switch right here. Has a weird ass belt that's like flat instead of a round belt or a... It's like flat as paper. It's a weird, really weird belt. But yeah, it's a monster. Can definitely clean your carpet. This one I found in a dumpster a while back ago. I had to do my landscaping job. It just needs a belt. It's bagless. Eureka Super Light. This one I got for $10. It's super cute. It's basically the same as this dirt devil right here. This was my grandma's. Another one that was my grandma's. But this one, you know, is an upright. And it's basically just a little cutie little toy. And this one I've had for quite some time. It's really hard to put these in any kind of chronological order. I mean, up until recently, but I've had it for a while. It was just in a storage shed for a long time. And then, you know, I just put a belt on it, and it worked just fine. I have a video on it demonstrating. There's a Kirby I bought for $10 at this, what was it? Oh yeah, it was off of Craigslist, and they said it worked. And then when I got there, they're like, that's right, I wanted to test it, and they said, oh, I'm sorry, it needs a switch or something. So I thought I needed a switch, but come to find out they were just dumb. It just put the bag on the right way and put the brush roll on the right way, and it turned on, but it sounded terrible. So it's just a parts machine. This Kirby Omega I got for $10. There it is, the Exeter Shop. I need to adjust it, and I can use it again. The brush roll's a little crooked. And then I got the Mishmash Kirby 1CB with a Tradition bag, because I had a Tradition given to me years and years and years ago, but I didn't have a switch on it, so it was useless. So now I got yeah. Now here's the Kirby Ultimate G Diamond Edition. This one is given to me by my cousin. Works super good. Well, it works super good, but it doesn't pull itself. So yeah, I need someday I'm gonna take the transmission out of that one and put it in that one if I can do that or whatever. Yeah. The Diamond Edition is the only one with the high-low switch. In case you didn't know. This one is the Bissell Power Force Helix. Really good vacuum. Well, really good for $5. I just like how lightweight it is. Like, you can just pick this up, pick up pile of shit or whatever, crackers or crumbs in the corner, and just, yeah, hit the button, throw it away. Yeah. I like expensive vacuums. I like, well, expensive, I mean quality, well built, vintage style. And I like cheapy beater vacuums. Also a a Dirt Devil Vision Light. Made a video on that. That's another one that was sitting in the shed for a long time, and then I put a belt on it, and it worked just fine. This Hoover Wide Path, I believe it needs a filter, because, yeah, I'm not going to tear it into it, but I think it needs a filter. If I keep on using it without a filter, it'd probably ruin it, but I think it still works, just it needs a filter. Okay, the last vacuum in the room. Self-propelled Ultra Hoover Wind Tunnel Ultra. Or is it the Hoover? Wow, this is a mishmash. The patented Wind Tunnel by Hoover Ultra with wind tunnel technology. The self-propelled Ultra Wind Tunnel technology by Hoover. Well, you just can't read that without, it is the, anyway. Got this a while back ago, not a long time ago, but probably a couple years ago. Somebody at the church is gonna ask my dad to fix it, like put a new cord on it, and then he never got around to it, and she just got another one. So what the hell? Yeah, yeah. Plus, she probably doesn't want to use this. An older lady used a vacuum like that. It's a pretty heavy vacuum. I've heard a lot of good things about those wind tunnels. They do have some massive suction. So yeah, there's my collection in this room. That is not all my machines. I still have... Okay, so let me restart to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Well, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We got 30 vacuums in this room. And that's not counting. Okay, 30. 31 is the other Kirby, the G3 with the G4 parts. 32 would be my other Eureka. Looks just like this, but the button works. 33 would be my Eureka Powerline little canister vacuum. And number 4 is, oh, a little Dustbuster, Bissell Dustbuster guy. And if we're going to throw in number 5, that really old Hoover that I made a video a while back on. That's a really old ass Hoover. So there's 35. Wait, 36, because I got another one of these Dirt Devils that I use just for cars, like a shop vac. So about 35. Alright, so that's, I finally made a video of the upstairs collection. So, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. And if you got any comments or questions, let me know. Want to do another vac off race deal. I want to do one with that one and the Hoover, the Boss, the other Boss. I fix a Kirby and get one of those. Oh, and the wind tunnel. Anyway, so there's my holy shit update collection. See you next time, folks.